Hi everybody, welcome to Contact 2020. My name's Mike Garska. I'll be your trainer throughout this program. Now, you're either here because your boss sent you and they're training the entire work team how to be better communicators, or you're here on your own because you realize that you can improve some of your communication skills. And in today's video, I'm going to give you a quick introduction. I'm going to give you a mission. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and what brought me to this point in time. And I'm going to share one more quick story about the importance of being very clear in your communications. So maybe you are in a situation where you've got a relationship that is just not quite what you want it to be. It's likely communications could be better. I often hear that. Maybe you've got a relationship with a coworker that's got some angst around and you're not sure what to say or how to approach it, or with a boss maybe. If any of those situations are with you right now, we're going to help you get through those difficult conversations that are a good idea to have. Now, first of all, I believe that if you can maintain a job and maintain friendships, you're already a good communicator, and most people are. Having said that, those communication skills that get us by in casual and daily life and work fine often don't work in critical conversations. And there's some very specific things that we need to do to navigate important, crucial, sensitive conversations to help us get those outcomes that we want. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that. And I'm going to give you a mission right here, right now. And your mission, as you go through this program, is to become a crystal clear, that's what 2020 stands for in Contact, a crystal clear, confident communicator that gets the outcomes that you want. Somebody that knows exactly how to approach those difficult conversations. That's your mission, to become that person. And we're going to show you how to get there. Now, my business career started in inside industrial sales, moved into outside sales, and then into sales management. And it was in that period between sales, outside sales, and sales management that I took some of the most valuable training in my life. I'd been with this company about 2.5 years. It was an industrial rental company, and our customers were construction companies and gas plants and refineries and mills and mines and the such. And things were going really well. 30% year-over-year increase in sales in one of Alberta's toughest economies ever, the 1980s. And about 2.5 years in, the general manager left the company. And the sales manager got promoted. And it left a gap. We lost our liaison, that person that advocated for the sales department and our customers, between us and the shop or the mechanic department and the customer service department and the operations department. And what I noticed is not having that advocate or that liaison started to cause some issues. And we were having mistakes happen. And customers were complaining. And it was very frustrating for me because I believe in strong customer service and giving the customers what they expect. And so it was frustrating. And it was so frustrating. And my pattern in life at that point was, when things got frustrating at work, go find another job. And I started to do that. I put out a whole bunch of applications, started to get a couple of job offers. But it was around that same period in life, a couple months earlier, that my wife came to me. She had taken this communications and leadership workshop, and she said, I took this workshop. It's fabulous. You really got to take it. It's going to help you at work. It's going to help us in our relationship. I said, sure, I'll take it. So I took this course. And like I said, it's still, to this day, one of the most important pieces of training that I've taken in my life. And I was blown away by how simple it was. And I was also blown away that they didn't teach me this stuff in school. And I've since had students say that to me as well. Why didn't they teach me this in school? But they don't. So I'm here to teach it to you now. Because at that point, I decided, instead of taking another job, what I really want is a sales management promotion. And so I thought, I'm going to have this tough conversation with the general manager and see what happens. And so I took everything I learned in the program. I prepared my conversation. I listed specific details of every issue that had gone on. I listed what I was thinking about it, what I was feeling about it, what I wanted and what I didn't want. And I went to the general manager and said, can we have a meeting? There's some issues coming up, got some customer issues, and we got to talk about them. I'd like to do it privately. He said, let's go for dinner tomorrow night. So we did that. And I took my plan with me, 8.5 by 14 sheets of paper, 2 of them filled out right to the bottom, all the issues that had gone on. I went through every issue, specific details, who the customer was, who our worker or employee was that dealt with the issue and caused the problem, what the outcome was. And I was very specific, and I went through every issue. And by the end of a 2.5-hour meeting, the general manager said to me, we'll make sure that every one of these issues is dealt with. And he made me sales manager right then and there and gave me a raise. So that course that I took, and almost immediately in my life, got me a promotion and a raise because I learned how to communicate effectively in difficult situations. Now, about 1.5 years after that, I started my own cell phone company. And I started from the trunk of my car and built to 3 stores and $3 million in annual sales over a 9-year period. It was about year 7, and we were up to the 3 stores and about 30 employees. And I was noticing lots of bickering and complaining. People were coming into my office, talking about other people. And I finally got fed up. I said to everybody, I'm fed up with the bickering and complaining. On Saturday morning, we're closing the stores, and everybody comes in for a mandatory communications training session. And I wrote my first communications course. And we trained people on those same principles that I had learned about 9 years earlier. And it made a huge difference. The infighting reduced dramatically. People started getting along interdepartmentally. They knew how to deal with customer service issues. And it helped our salespeople be better salespeople. And as a result of everybody being better communicators, when this National Cellular Network ran contests, and they did it a couple times a year, we often had 2 of the top 5 stores in the country. And often we had the #1 store. And I attribute that to healthy, good communication skills. Now, after 9 years, I sold the stores. And we took our kids out of school, and we actually traveled around the world and went to about 20 different countries in Africa and Europe. And we came back, and I started a consulting business. And about my 3rd client in, they talked about they were having an issue with employee retention. Revolving door, they were very busy. And he said, what can we do? We think we should do a survey. So we did that survey. And we've done many surveys since. And in every survey that we've done, the #1 issue that comes back is information and communication flow. And that breaks into 2 areas. One is systemic information and communication flow, the systems in which the company flows communication. And the other one is people's ability or inability to do those tough conversations, those important conversations. And so what I've done is, after seeing this for the last 17 years of consulting, I've decided to make this online program to help people communicate better. Now, CONTACT is an acronym for the 7-step framework of how to communicate in difficult situations. And I'm going to quickly give it to you right now. C in CONTACT stands for communicate with yourself first. O in CONTACT stands for open up, sure, and wise. We're going to show you how to communicate with yourself effectively so you're prepared for a conversation. We're going to show you what words to use, what words not to use, how to use I, you, we, and all those different words. How to express yourself in body language, tone of voice, and facial expression. All of that is in open up, sure, and wise. So you're sure of yourself and you're confident in approaching those difficult conversations, and you're choosing your words and expressions wisely. The N in CONTACT stands for notice the other person quickly. One of Stephen Covey's 7 habits of highly effective people is to seek first to understand, then to be understood. We show you exactly how to do that in notice the other person quickly. T in CONTACT stands for tune in, and we're going to give you 17 tips for active listening skills. A in CONTACT stands for ask again, and we're going to give you 4 ways to clarify, and we're going to show you how to take Stephen Covey's rule of seek first to understand to another level. The C in CONTACT stands for common intentions, and we're going to show you how to find common intentions, which is the underlying factor of finding common ground. And the T in CONTACT stands for take it next level and solidify the relationship, and we're going to show you exactly how to do that. Now, I've spent a lot of time, 20 years of researching best practice communications tools, tips, and techniques, and there's over 120 of them that are going to help you, as you learn them, help you achieve that mission of becoming a crystal clear, confident communicator. Now, a quick story to finish off today's video. It's about an older couple, semi-retired, and they're on a vacation in Florida. It's a beautiful sunny morning. The sun's rising. They're out for their morning walk. Calm water. The sand is flushed clean and smooth from the tide going out. Just some crab tracks, no footprints. They're walking along the edge of the water, and they come across this ancient bottle. Can't see what's in it. It's got a cork in it. But the curiosity gets the best of the gentleman, so he picks up the bottle, looks at it, can't see anything, pulls the cork out, and poof, out comes a great big genie. The genie stretches, says, wow, I've been in that bottle for 1,000 years. Thank you so much for letting me out. I'm so grateful that I'm going to grant each of you one wish. You can have anything in the world you want, and I'll grant you that wish. Now, take your time. Be very specific, be very clear, because you're going to get exactly what you ask for. It says, okay, ladies first, take your time. She says, I don't need to take my time. I know exactly what I want. I've always wanted to travel around the world first class. Stay in the nicest 5-star hotels and dine in the finest restaurants. I want tickets to all the sites in every city. And poof, a great big basket appears. It's got first-class air tickets to every city that she's wanted to go to. It's got vouchers to the finest hotels and the finest dining establishments. It's got vouchers to all the sites in each city. She's so happy, she's got tears rolling down her face. Genie's kind of proud of himself, like, did good on that one. Looks over at the gentleman, and he's hesitating. He's hemming and he's hawing. He says, I'm a little bit embarrassed to say this, but I've always wanted a wife that is 20 or 30 years younger than me. And poof, he was 90. Now I share that story with you to emphasize the importance of being very clear, being very specific and detailed in what you're expressing in difficult conversations. And we're going to show you how to do all of that in Contact. Watch the next video on tips and guidelines on how to get the most out of this program, and you'll achieve your mission easier. So go out and make it an awesome day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.